What's up, guys? This video is just a quick overview of what you need to turn in for your documentary on your National History Day project. So if you are not doing a documentary, you should find your video that is for your project category. Very quickly, the documentary actually has two things that you're going to turn in. So I'm going to go through the two things and just some high points of the rule book. And then I'm also going to show you exactly where you're going to turn everything in. So first off, the first thing you're going to turn is the documentary itself. Now hopefully you've looked over the rule book. The documentary rules start on page 27. I'm not going to read through all of these. Just some main things that I want to go through. You cannot have a documentary that is more than 10 minutes in length. You need to aim for at least 8 minutes, and then the closer you can get to 10, the better, but it needs to be between 8 and 10 minutes. The one thing I do want to make sure that everybody knows, actually there's two. First off, you cannot use any like movie clips. Let's say I'm doing something about the Revolutionary War in South Carolina. You don't want to put a minute of the movie The Patriot in your documentary. It needs to be something you specifically made for the documentary, not a movie about your topic. That's the first thing. The second thing is you want to make sure, and if you go down to rule C6, you're going to see the very last frame, the very last part of your documentary is going to be the source credits. That's where you're going to very quickly cite any clips that you used, like media clips, music, images, books, websites, anything you used in direct making of your documentary, you're going to put there. Hopefully you got an interview. You can see right here, if you go down to figure 5, this is sort of like what your last part of your documentary is going to look like. So it's going to show all the multimedia and all the interviews you might have done for your documentary. Now, with that being said, this does not have to be the full annotation like in your annotated bibliography. Instead, it's just a very quick and easy way so they can tell that you cited what you used in the documentary. So that's going to be the first thing you do, is an 8 to 10 minute document. When you do that, you're going to put it in your Google Drive. You're going to make it public, but you're going to make it public and you're going to make it where everyone is a viewer, not an editor. So you're going to make it public and make sure everyone that is going to be able to get to it is a viewer. Then the first thing, you're going to go right here to Module 12, work on your final NHD project, and what you're going to do is you're going to give me the link to that video. So that's the one link I should have here. Now, the second thing that you're going to have to turn in is the actual paperwork. The paperwork is actually 3 different things. So again, I'm going to reference back to the rule book. Let me move up here to, you can find this on page 19. So since you are doing a documentary, the first thing you're going to put in your paperwork is going to be your title page. The title page has to be this specific format. No pictures, no making it pretty, no weird fonts. You're going to put the title of your documentary, your name, or if you are doing a group documentary, your names. You are all going to put junior division. And then you're either going to put individual documentary or group documentary. And then you're going to put process paper and the number of words in your process paper. So that's going to be the first part of your paperwork. The second part is going to be the process paper itself. And if you look right here, hopefully you've looked over this. The process paper is no more than 500 words. I would say it needs to be between 425 and 500 words. But it can be no more than 500 words. You are going to address these 5 topics. There is no quotes, no captions, no citations in the process paper. It is just a narrative about your process while making your documentary. So you're going to address these 5 topics. I would maybe make them the 5 paragraphs of your process paper. And again, no more than 500 words. And then your final thing is going to be the annotated bibliography. You turned in a very short annotated bibliography in 2020 with 2 and 2. Remember, if you are doing an individual documentary, you have to have at least 8 primary sources and 6 secondary sources. If you're doing a group documentary, you have to have 10 primary sources and 8 secondary sources. So those are the 3 things you're going to put on one Google Doc. You're going to put your title page, your process paper, and your annotated bibliography. When you've put all 3 of those in one Google Doc, you're going to do the same thing. You're going to put it in one Google Doc, then share it, make it public, and then do not let anyone edit it. Make it a view only. So make it public and then make it view only. What you're going to do from that point is you're going to put a second link right here so I can get to it. So when you get ready to submit this, you're going to have one link with your documentary, and you're going to have one link with all the paperwork, which is your title page, your process paper, and your annotated bibliography. So that is how you submit. After you put those 2 links there, you're just going to hit submit my work and you are completely finished, and we will look over it. Thank you so much, and I can't wait to see your documentaries.